So this is very common with big picture thinkers, right? So in your culture index, which I've got up, your green dot is left of the line, which means you're a big picture thinker. Somebody to the right of the line would be detail oriented. So what typically happens with people with a profile similar to yours, your visionary profile, high drive, you're basically an ambivert who's technically left aligned, slight introvert. So you're friendly introvert who could come across ambiverted. Because you're high drive, you can fake extroversion, just so we're clear. But at the end of the day, you don't necessarily care too much what people think about you as long as you're winning. You're patient / laid back a little bit, not intense. Somebody left of the line here would be impatient, eager. And then big picture thinker. So you're not a conformist, you're not a rule follower, and you don't have an org chart built, but you could tell me what it is. So I'd say the culture index probably accurate. You're not that polarized, which means you're one standard deviation, not even one standard deviation outside of any of your traits. So you're not like an extremist on any of these. 93% accuracy is typically what we see. You're 90% brain, 10% heart, and you're an in-the-box thinker. So having said all that, best profile at really large issues that are singular in focus. You will struggle at maintaining a system, and the line by line will be very taxing to you. So you can see that right there on full display. Now, if we did a culture index for your right-hand man, if they're not detail-oriented, that's where all of your stress is coming from. I just tell you right now. Right? You need a highly detailed person that follows you around and cleans up all your messes. And that will be your number one stress relief. So if you get that in place, you'll be good to go. So the agency guy SOPs would be a very good purchase for you because you're a bigger picture thinker. You probably haven't sat down and made more than a handful of SOPs. There's the MAG SOPs and then there's the agency guy SOPs. Both would help you, to be clear. But depending on which one you would value the most, we could talk about either one of those if of interest. But the agency SOPs, they talk about like how to automate your business stuff, Zapier, Slack, Asana, a lot of the line by line stuff that's in the trench, like onboarding a client, for example. It's super painful. We streamline it. Any of the systems, the onboarding, the finance, templates, the SOP checklist, all that good stuff. Are you familiar with my Amazon guys SOPs? You haven't purchased them though, correct? So this is different in the sense that this is what it takes to run an Amazon brand. The reason why I started Agency Guy is because half the people that bought the MAG SOPs were agencies. So then I realized, oh, that's interesting. They're my customer. So then I started creating SOPs specifically for agencies. So anyway, so you may find value in this to release some of your stress. Because you said that the maintenance part is what's troubling you, I can give you some homework items. You can consider whether this purchase makes sense or not, and I can answer any questions. Homework item number 1, build an org chart. And homework item number 2, build a second org chart for where you want to be in a year. Write down every problem that you have into a singular written location. I generally prefer Google Doc, and rank order them as a third homework item. So take that for what it's worth. Hopefully I've shared a couple of experience shares that are helpful. You know, if you feel like buying the agency SOPs, by all means, I hope you do. And hopefully the conversations have been helpful though.